All right. Woohoo! Welcome to the show.
Yes, and then after you share, then we open it up to everyone in Zoom, and then they go ahead and for 3 minutes they share wherever they are at in their recovery. And this is like not traditional AA, so you can feel free to say whatever you want. You can swear, you can talk about sobriety, you can talk whatever you do to maintain your sobriety on a daily basis. Like there's no restrictions.
And her name is Danielle. Right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Devon, I see you.
Devon. I see Amber and Kelly Martinez.
Chad and Amy. Rachel. Amber.
G is up in
Charlie.
there.
Charlie? I don't see Charlie.
He's up in the corner in a weird spot.
Oh, wow. He just got the thumbs up, though. I see
Yeah.
you. I see you, Charlie.
Coach Kristen, Victoria's iPhone.
Chuck Zamzow. Matt.
Candy Carlson. That's my sister.
Candy.
Candy
Oh.
Carlson?
Candy Carlson. Look at my mom figured out. She put, I think, mom user on there.
Moms are on there.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, moms.
She's,
Oh, man.
where's Donna? Where's my wife?
Well, check this out.
Oh, CSC program. What's up, fellas?
The CSC program's in the house. What's going on? Thank you all for showing up.
Oh, yeah. Candy is on here. I see her. Hi, Candy.
Where's Donna?
Emily said Donna was on here. I don't see her. She said bye.
Huh? She popped in and popped out.
Oh, no.
There's Tanny
Where'd my mom go?
and Marcella,
Oh, wait.
Doreen.
Wait, Donna, it says
DC
DC raised her hand.
Where is DC? Can you go to the next page?
Where?
Oh, look, that's a picture
Oh,
of
it's
Donna
you and
and I.
her. I was looking for the bunny. Hey, Donna.
She got a new phone, so she hasn't done the bunny yet.
Oh,
Well, how's everybody doing? Thank you all for showing up. Dang, there's 49 people in here already.
look at my mom in a Hopeaholics t-shirt. Get it, girl.
Where is she?
Hardly home, but always repping.
Where's your mom?
Right there, right corner. It does. It just says.
Oh,
Zoom.
I see her waving.
It says Zoom user.
Zoom user, yeah. Well, what you gonna do?
When they come for you. Bad boys, bad boys.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? No. Oh, that's great. What? Okay. So, as you guys know, this podcast and everything that we do actually started from a tragedy. Chad lost his son-in-law on 9/11 of 2022, which to the fentanyl crisis, and he passed away from a poisoning. His daughter actually found him dead in his bed. So it was on Chad's heart to then create a podcast, and then now that's why we recover out loud with something like this meeting, and everything else that we do is so that people don't have to die in silence, and also to help and have a place for others that have lost loved ones too, whether it's overdose or poisoning or whatever to the disease itself, break the stigma, and also give them a place where there's no judgment here. It's all loving, and we're all trying to get better and spread hope with one another's story. I tried to do the best I could. It's tough.
You did great.
It's hard because it's like such a heavy reason why this even started. So, you know, and I still have like tacos in my teeth, so it's difficult.
Yeah, and we have one primary purpose, man, and that's just to help others who are suffering with the same thing that we're suffering from, man. You know, we get a daily reprieve. That's how I see it. I get a daily reprieve based on my spiritual maintenance. And I don't want to go back out there. And then being of service.
Yeah, I want to keep my seat this time around.
Is there anything else you want to talk about, Natalie?
I don't think so. I think we'll just get right into it.
You just want to get right into it?
I think so, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
I think so.
All right. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Well, we have an amazing guest tonight. Her name's Danielle.
Yes.
And she is going to share her experience, strength, and hope for 20 minutes. And then after that, we'll open it up for participation for everybody else like we normally do.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to have you do is grab that mic and put it this close to your mouth.
Okay, like this?
Yep.
Okay.
Danielle, you're up.
Okay. I'm Danielle, I'm an alcoholic. And I just appreciate you guys for being here. And it takes a lot of strength to get sober. It's definitely like not an easy process whatsoever. Like I really earned my seat. And I think everybody who gets sober really earns their seat to get to that point. It takes a lot of pain to get sober. It's not easy to get there. And for me, it took a lot of pain to actually surrender and be willing to go through the process of what it required. And a lot of pain, man, like a lot of pain. But I'm grateful for that pain now. Like definitely shaped me into the person that I am today. Mm-hmm. Dude, yeah, straight from the get-go, it was like so crazy and so chaotic. It's just there's so much chaos, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like it definitely was, it was at this, even though it was so crazy, like it was kind of worth it. Like, because the way that I was before, like I just wasn't very grateful. I grew up kind of sheltered and I was kind of ungrateful and self-centered, and I didn't realize what I had. And so when I started smoking weed and drinking, like I was able to function for a while, and didn't last long before when I started doing heroin. What didn't take long before I started smoking dope, and took like a week before I burnt my life to the ground. And that became a pattern very, very quickly. Like that anytime I would relapse, like within a week, I would always burn my life to the ground. Like that was always the story every single time. And like everyone in my life would be like, dude, are you serious? Like she was doing okay. Like, if I, like in my early 20s, I went to a few treatment centers, and every time I would relapse, like I would burn my life to the ground in like a week and like shatter my family's hearts. Like, dude, are you serious? Like she was sober for like 30 days this time. Like, did she relapsed again? Like, yeah, like she burned her whole life to the ground again. Like always ended up that way. And that's how it was from the start. When I started doing meth and heroin, like I would just burn my entire life to the ground. So, and it would be really dramatic. Like I would become this unrecognizable version of myself. Like I grew up very different. Like I didn't do drugs and alcohol up until I was like 18. And I was like, I did pretty well. Like I did pretty well in school. Like I was like, I don't know. I was nowhere near like what I became, like nowhere near. And I was like, I got into like, I was a drug dealer for a little while. And when you do like meth and heroin, at least for me, when I would do meth, like I was like the whole DSM-5, dude. Like I developed every freaking mental illness there was known to man. Like I would go into these like gnarly drug-induced psychoses, and like the psychosis that I went into, dude, like I kept developing like, I would end up in these psych wards, and every time I go into a psych ward, like each time I get like a 5150, and then my 5150 would turn into a 5250, which is like a 2-week-old. And then it would become a 5270, which is like I forgot what it was. It was like a month and a half hold. And then every time I kept doing that, like the doctors would be like, okay, she's gravely disabled. So they'd put me like on a temporary conservatorship, which became like a conservatorship. So like, that's like just the state of my mental health issues. Like the doctors were like really concerned like with my mental health, but that like coincided like as my mental health was like deteriorating with my drug and alcohol use. Coinciding to that, like I was also like on the streets. I was involved in like toxic highly abusive relationships with like gnarly freaking dudes that would like beat the shit out of me and like stab me and like just crazy shit. Cause that's the nature of the beast for me. Like, I mean, the nature of the beast of drugs and alcohol, like, dude, it's fucking gnarly. Like it's fucking gnarly. It's just ridiculous. So, in and out of psych wards, in and out of jails, like that's just how it is. So like being on the streets, like in and out of psych wards, being gravely disabled, they put me like on conservatorship. My parents like took to being on, it was like Britney Spears. You know, Britney Spears
Yeah.
was on conservatorship.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
were like, okay, you can't take care of yourself. Like we'll just like keep you in a psych ward for like the rest of your life. Like I didn't have an out date, so I like ran away from this psych ward at some point. Like I was in there for like a year. So I spent
Oh
about
my
like
God.
2 years of my life in psych wards, and that last one I was there for like I think it was like 10 months, and then I escaped somehow, and I was like running from the psych ward. I had like a missing persons report on me or something, and it's like on the run, and it was just so crazy. That was like my life for a really long time. I'd like, because I was homeless for, I think it was like 7 or 8 years. It was 8, no, wait, it was 19 to, it was like 8 years I was homeless. So I'd be like roaming the streets, and I couldn't keep shoes on my feet. Like I would end up in psychosis. I would like, I would like have all these like traumas, because being on the streets, I'd like get traumatized by like these different assaults and these like, you know, toxic, abusive relationships and like all this crazy shit. But I put myself in these situations, like doing the steps. I like learned a lot about myself, and like these situations that I put myself in, man, it's like, you know, I didn't have to like be in these situations. I like put myself in these situations. You know, I didn't have to live like that. Like I could have like, what I realized is like I could have like gotten help. Like I would like complain like, why is nobody helping me? Like I couldn't exist anywhere. You know, I could only exist in places for like a night or two at a time or whatever. It's like, dude, man, but like, you know, if you could have like surrendered to like what you need to do to get sober, like get into like a freaking sober living or something, you know. But I never became, you know, I couldn't see the problem. I couldn't see that like drugs were like keeping me a slave to like these drug dealers or these abusive relationships or whatever. And I was like held hostage to like what the drugs compelled me to do, that I just couldn't see it. And I was so delusional, like in these freaking mental illnesses or whatever. It was just like so delusional for so long. It was crazy. Like I'm so grateful that I had a moment of clarity that even like allowed me to be free from any of it. Like just so grateful. But just living like that for so long, it was like freaking horrible, dude. Like I'm also grateful that I was able to be homeless in environments that were a little bit better than like what they could have been. Like at least I was mostly at the beach. Like at least it was mostly at the beach. Like it could have been, and I ended up like all over the place. But like, dude, at least I was like, actually, some of those places were freaking super gnarly. But I mean, all things considered, I guess it could have been worse. But you know, I don't know. Like, so yeah, that's how it was. Like, it was just, I was a fucking mess for like a really long time, dude. It was pretty gnarly. And it's funny because I'll like come across people that are homeless, or, you know, people that were homeless that managed to get sober, and they're like, oh my God, dude, like, I remember how you were, like, you were so smoked out, or like, you know, you were like, I was so bad, like how mental I was. Like, I would go catatonic because like the way, like I actually could not accept reality. Like I was so, the way that my mind was, especially on meth, but I was just like, I could not deal with everything in my life, like the trauma and the drugs and like everything. I just would like stop moving, or I would like stare at walls, and like I would just be like, I cannot. And I would just like, nope. It was crazy. Like, or I would just start like, I would talk to myself, like I would lose all my shit all the time. Like it was so bad. And these psych, it was crazy. Like it was so bad. But yeah, so what happened that got me sober is a moment of clarity is I ended up having a lot of food stamps all at once. This was during COVID. I got sober March 30th, 2021. A lot of food stamps all at once. I used those food stamps to buy this piece of shit car. I was living in my car, and I ended up had like a warrant or whatever in the backseat of my car. I kept having these episodes where I realized I couldn't remember shit anymore, and it was driving me crazy. And I was having these like unbelievable anxiety. It was so bad. This anxiety. Thank God for that anxiety. And the anxiety was so bad, and I was dealing with a lot of guilt from some things that I did in the past. And I knew from that guilt from my past that I had to do the steps. Like, dude, I need to make amends, because that guilt and the anxiety is like kicking my ass, and like I need help. And I knew AA was like my only answer. So backseat of my trunk, I was like reading the big book, and I knew I needed a meeting. So I went to a meeting. I would skate to this meeting every day, the speech meeting. It was the only meeting open during COVID. And I was like living in my car, got to that meeting every freaking day, no matter what. And I found a sponsor. She's still my sponsor. Oh, wow. I worked the steps. Dude, like no matter what, I just like did what I needed to do because that guilt, that anxiety scared the fucking shit out of me. I was like, nope. Like I was done. Like it was like an internal thing. It wasn't all the rock bottoms. It wasn't like falling off the bridge, broke my back, scariest fucking thing. Like it wasn't the jails, the psych wards, the guys kicking my ass. Like all that shit like was not what got me sober. I don't know why, but it was like that ungodly anxiety in my car that like totally was like the internal thing that was like, I'm done. And it was like, I couldn't hit the pipe one time. I tried one time, didn't work. I tried one more time, it didn't work. I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I'm so glad for that. I'm so grateful. Ever since then, like my life is so different. Like I'm a completely different person. I have rad people in my life that have helped me so much. My life is so different. I work with people. I hope I'm not like rambling on. Sorry.
No, not at all.
I like a tweaker. I talk so fast. Like I still like, I'm still fucking crazy for sure. But I work with adults with special needs and disabilities, which is something I would never freaking think that I would be doing like ever. But my clients are super rad and I love them. And I do a couple programs. I do AA. I have a sponsee. She's super rad. I also do Wellbriety. Wellbriety is also a super rad program. It's like a Native American program that's really rad. And these programs like mean a lot to me. I work this program still, like my life depends on it. Cause dude, I never want to live that life ever again. Like I can totally do without all that, but I also like will never forget where I came from. So I try to like touch into that too. Like I don't just like remove myself from it entirely. Like I try to like kind of like I don't, like I try to go back to my roots and like touch in with the people that are there and like try to help those people too as much as I can. And God like brings these people into my life too. Like there are examples where like God a lot like helps me help them. And there have been instances where I get to help people still. And I'm really grateful that like I get to help people and that I am able to help people. Because before I couldn't even help myself. I could not even keep shoes on my feet, dude. Like it was so bad. So I'm just grateful for the program and for like to be able to live now, you know? So this is really rad. Like this type of thing is so freaking cool. So I think that's all I have. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Awesome. Thank you so much
good.
for sharing.
Yeah, I loved it.
I love crazy meth stories because that's me. I'm a crazy meth guy.
Really?
That goes into psychosis. Thinks he's working for the CIA. I never end up in psych wards, but I do end up getting tased by the cops and put in jail. And, you know, I managed to rack up, my last time out, I managed to rack up 19 charges in a 3-week period because of my psychosis. So again, man, thank you for sharing your experience, strength, and hope. Like,
I loved it.
It's incredible to me that, you know, you went from homeless to doing what you're doing now. Mm-hmm. And, you know, any lengths, right? We go to any lengths to get sober. Like you were living in your car and you didn't have an excuse why you couldn't get to a meeting. Mm-hmm. And that's how we do this deal on a daily basis.
I think I love the fact that you touched where we were just talking about it before we came on, but I love that you mentioned like your rock bottom was an internal one where like you would think anybody that's like a normie would look and be like, oh my gosh, she's like in psych wards or institutions and jails and all the things, or the toxic relationships or the car. It doesn't matter. It's like that godless pit that's within all of us that we're seeking and searching for, and what I think ultimately all of us, you know, end up finding when we actually go to a meeting and start working the steps and like getting that spiritual connection to our understanding. That's what is filling the void that we're picking up in the first place. So I love the fact that you touched on you came to a internal bottom to get you sober, to get you to that meeting, and then that you work at this thing like your life depends on it, because it does. Like I look at it the same way for myself, because if you don't use it, you lose it. And it very well, like we have a good, or at least I have a good forgetter. Like I never want to forget how I felt the last time, because it's really easy when life starts to get pretty good. and things start to, people come back into our lives, or we start, being a normal member of society, and things look okay, it's very easy to forget that person that was disheveled and completely lost and hopeless when they first walked in. And so I like that you touched on the fact that you work at this thing, like your life depends on it. Because at the end of the day, especially now with like fentanyl out there and it being in every single thing, it really does. You're playing Russian roulette, and I never want to go back out. So I loved your story tonight, and congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a long way to come, and 4 years ain't that long to look at this individual that's in front of me as opposed to the one that you explained. Testament the program works. Works if you work it, won't if you don't.
Correct.
Thank you.
Thank you again. Before we...
Yeah, I saw the comments. So before we get in, is that what you want to touch on?
Yeah, before we get into the
Just real
hands
quick.
that are raised, there's some comments on the in the comment section that we want to address. We think it's really important. Somebody asked where's Shane, and it's probably one of the harder things that we have to talk to you guys about. But Shane is no longer with the podcast. We mutually have decided to part ways. We had a lot of differences that came up that we just couldn't reconcile.
But it's not even a bad thing. So like, I don't want it to be a dramatic thing. It's one of those things with life happens, and sometimes you want to go one way and the other wants to go another way, and that's okay. It's just not on the same path. That's it. We want you guys to continue to follow him, love on him, like we will. It's just, it was a trio, now it's a duo. That's all. But the show goes on, baby.
The show goes on. Not nothing's changing on our end.
No. Suit up, show up, and do the right next indicated step. And we absolutely love and adore Shane.
Yeah.
And wish him the best. And same with you guys. Like, continue to follow and love up on him too.
Yep. And that is it.
Devon.
Aloha pa ako, Devon Koi Novella Ila 25 minutes, 18 hours. No. 1 week and 3 months.
Nice.
To the T.
That baby.
Anyways, thank you for your share. I love the fact that you started with the insanity, right? Like, I was crazy too, right?
Girl, you still crazy.
Hey, you said you wouldn't tell nobody. Promise, bruh. I'm at the gym actually, right this second. Because I got a gym membership and I'm fucking making the most of it, right?
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
And because the gym at the center is amazing, but I need more because I'm extra, because that's how I am, right? So let me tell you the progress that I've made in a week, right? So I pushed the school date up, the college start date up to the 4th, and I get discharged from Hope by the Sea on the 1st, and I go apartment shopping this weekend, and this loud ass motorcycle just pulled up next to me. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear it, but anyways, but I'm making progress, right? And it's because I used to be there, right? You had a car, I did it. I was couch surfing. Couch surfing, right? Thought I was cool. But when you hit your rock bottom and you don't know where to go and what to do with it, right? And all you have is desperation, right? Because I have the rooms. I've been in the room since 2019 or 2020, right? And I know what the rooms are, and I know what a program it is, and I know I'm working how to work my steps and get a sponsor or right? But I just can't stay fucking paid. Then what, right? The desperation kicks in. I came back into the rooms. I came back into recovery on my hands and knees, dying. Knowing that I was dying, knowing that I wanted something different, and knowing that staying home wasn't the way. And in my case manager's office yesterday, I made a phone call to my mom, and I said, hey, Mom, I was thinking about coming home for 2 weeks, getting settled. And you know what her answer was? Fuck no. Why are you coming home? What are you going to do? You have no purpose here. Stay there. I'll ship you whatever you need. Okay, enough said. Less, say less, right? But that's because she knows my pattern. I know my pattern. I ain't gonna come back up here and go to college. I'm gonna stay back there and stay with my kids. Don't you know? Like, I miss my kids. No, Devon is doing what she needs to do today. So with that, if you're new here, welcome home. Welcome to a new way of life. If you're coming back from a relapse, welcome back. Glad you made it back. And keep your head up, keep your heart strong, keep putting one foot in front of the next because you're worth it. And if nobody's told you that they love you today, I love you, and there's no effing thing anybody could do about it. Love you guys all.
That's right. I love you.
I love you guys.
Amanda.
Guys, I'm Amanda. I was driving home from work and your guys' live just popped up in my thing. This is my first time to the meeting.
Yes,
this has
welcome.
been super cool. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I love what you guys are doing. I just have to say that. And thank you so much for your share and your lead. I really resonated with the insanity of this disease. I'm an addict and an alcoholic. And, you know, that's the nature of this beast. It'll just take us to places we never imagined ourselves in, you know, because I grew up better. I came from better, and I ended up in psychosis. I ended up, you know, 5153 times. I lost custody of my kids. I got evicted from my apartment. Like, and it's just all these places that you just never imagine you'll ever be. And, you know, I always hear this thing. It's like, I didn't lose those things. I gave them away. And I feel like that's so true. It's hard to swallow in the moment and when you're in the, you know, the shame and the guilt of it, but I gave it away. And thank God today I'm sober. I've been in the rooms for about 5 years now.
Nice.
And it has taken me about 4.5 years. I came in as an atheist, and took me about 4.5 years to finally have a spiritual experience and find my higher power and have that kind of psychic change. And I credit my entire life in recovery and all the things I've earned back because of nothing but the higher power. And the rooms of AA is what gave that to me and showed that to me. And so I'm just so grateful to find places like this. I work in recovery now. I am almost to my 3,000 hours to be a substance abuse counselor. And that's just like nothing short of a miracle. You know, I have my kids back. I'm with an amazing partner who's also a substance. Like, it's just the blessings and the promises that they read in those rooms. I remember they seemed so far fucking away, but I wanted them. I wanted them so bad. So I just kept coming back. And like, if anything, I just want to like encourage people, like, if you just keep coming back, like, no matter how many times you fall, if you want it and you sincerely work for it, it will happen for you. I see it every day in my own life and in the clients that I work with. And so I just think this entire program and your guys' story and all of us together, it's just so powerful. And I'm just really stoked to be here. I did recently start a company. We're called the Undead Club. We're from Punk Rock Recovery. And so like, I'm just super excited to be in a room with other people who are sharing this message, because without people sharing the message before me, I would have had nothing to hold on to, you know, and it's through our experience, strength, and hope that we hopefully light the way for others. So thank you for having me. And thank you for your share. It was amazing. And congratulations on your healing.
Amen to that. Oh, I love it. Amanda, welcome. Come back next week because I love your energy.
Yeah,
Bomb.
We're here every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Amanda,
congratulations to you.
write in the comments where you're from.
And Amanda, write also the name of your company too.
Yeah, both.
Undead. I missed it. Undead.
I don't. I'm terrible.
Yeah, but so put it in the chat so we can support.
Kelly, what's going on, Kelly?
Hey guys, what's going on? Thank you so much for sharing. Thanks you guys for having me back. 111 days sober today.
That a baby?
Yeah. And I'm gonna continue to be that way. I had a fun day with my buddy from the Rise Center. She's over there coloring right now.
Nice.
She stayed the night here in my house. We went to the art museum, went to go get Popeyes, and then came back over here. Kind of just made a day of it. She traveled up from Dallas, so came over here to San Antonio.
Oh, nice.
You know, hopped on here to be with you guys and then, you know, just get some more support. just been kind of just still going through it, still adjusting, still kind of just feeling not really supported from my family, and just trying to stay in the background and keep myself away from all that negativity out there. So, but I resonated with what you shared about hitting rock bottom and basically not having anything when I got locked up for a little while. I'm pending some legal stuff from that, and it's just such a big shit show for me because I still don't know what's going to happen with that. So it just adds to my stress. It adds to me wanting to use every day because I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't like the unknown. I want to control it, but I just leave it up to God, and I keep praying. And like I said the last time, I traded a bag of Coke for a Bible. So that's literally what I did. So I can't. I gave him literally the keys to my life, and he pulled me out of the darkest, deepest, most ugly part of myself and turned me into something beautiful. And I have that will and that drive about me to stay sober. And my friend and I were talking on the way driving back from the museum, and we were talking about all the girls that we have seen that we were talking to from the recovery center that we left, and a lot of them were already drinking and drugging and stuff like that. And I was like, man, that sucks. Like, you know what I mean? This is my first time around, but I want to make it stick. Statistically speaking, it probably won't happen, but if I have anything to say and if God has anything to say, I'm going to stay clean. That's something that I want, and I want it bad. I've never wanted anything more in my life. So I want it more than the drugs. I want it more than the weed. I want it more than the Coke, and I want it more than the alcohol. So I just got to keep that mentality 1 second, 1 day at a time. And I just got to keep on keeping on, and keep making it back every chance that I get, going to my meetings, keeping my hands busy and keeping my mind busy. I have a job interview Thursday, so hopefully I'll get that job, and that'll help me stay even more busy. So, and just go to my meetings and go to my mental health stuff, and for everybody who's struggling, just keep hanging in there. Do your meetings. It works if you work it, guys. I love y'all.
Amazing.
Awesome. Thank
You're
you
doing
so
it.
much. You are doing it.
You're doing it.
Yep. Keep coming back. If you read Matt's
Oh yeah.
post,
Good job, Matt.
whatever,
Got a boy.
put your IG handle in. If you guys want to join, we have a Recover Out Loud chat room.
It's good.
It's a DM on Instagram in the Hopeaholics.
It is good. Oh, and then I always sell it terribly, right?
This is Natalie. She's like, it's so good. The chat is amazing. No, it's really good. Like,
you know what?
There's a lot of
Don't let him
people.
be like that to me, Matt.
Also, though, Amanda, I see you're from SoCal. We would like to have you come down and speak on one of these meetings.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially if you're local.
Bring some of that energy.
Huh? Oh,
You did?
perfect. Local gang.
We just followed you on Insta.
Joe
Vaughn.
looks like he's having
I got a
okay,
message.
Joe?
I got a message from Vaughn Lewis. Vaughn's gonna probably come down and do the full podcast because he reached out to us. We are looking for full podcast guests.
I mean, you guys know
currently.
we had Chuck.
We had Chuck Zamzow. I mean, Chuck Zamzow flew all the way from BFE. We don't even know where he lives. All we know is it's far from here.
See?
He thinks it's funny.
He does think it's funny. I got you, Chuck.
Chuck doesn't live in like Chicago. He lives in like a little, like there's not a lot of people where he lives.
What?
Yeah.
It's still Chicago, bro.
It ain't. Nah, look at his little thing with his hand. We'll get to Chuck.
Chuck.
But Vaughn Lewis lives right here in good old San Clemente. So he's like literally 5 minutes away
Illinois,
from us.
not Chicago. My bad. Don't come for me, Rachel. I love you.
Big difference between like Illinois and Chicago. That's like, Bakersfield and Los Angeles.
Okay,
right?
I guess. I'm sorry. Apologies. That is a very big difference.
Yeah.
Same state, though.
Yeah, same. I mean,
I was not wrong. At least I knew where you were at, Chuck.
Yeah, Chicago is in.
Chad had no clue.
Chicago is in Illinois. I promise you that.
Okay, Vaughn.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good.
Amazing.
Awesome. I'm Vaughn. I'm a very grateful and for the first time in my life, I can say I'm a happy recovering alcoholic and addict.
Not a boy.
Danielle, that story was amazing. I'd love to hear the redemption stories full of duality, from mental mess to living on the streets to where you're at now. Because I spent the better part of a year living in Doheny State Beach in Dana Point. And when I say I didn't leave the parameters of the park, I had everything brought to me. Like, I was so afraid to leave that park. So just institutionalized by the streets that, like, that's all I knew. That was my only safe haven. If I left, it was full psychosis, where it was like I'm freaking out, running in the middle of PCH. Sheriffs are like, oh, great, this guy again. And half the time they would just be like, he'll tire himself out. He'll end up in the creek bed sleeping, just let him go. But it was just amazing to hear how composed you are and just how at peace you are with where you're at in your recovery. And to hear that, it's just so amazing, because I resonated so much with your story and thought it was so powerful and so amazing. And that we have this community of people, no matter what background we're from, no matter where we come from, we all have that common struggle. That's the one thing that unites us. That's the similarity. And we can all help each other. You know, the person with 2 days can help the person with 1 day.
Oh, for sure.
And I've been doing step work with my sponsor and started the 3rd step today. And I've never been more happy to be on this recovery journey and to have this community and this family that I have. And it's absolutely amazing. And I can't wait to come in and do the podcast and share my experience, strength, and hope in my story with y'all. And that's about all I got. I love each and every one of you guys. You guys really are my family. And thanks for allowing me to participate in my own recovery.
We love you, Von Von.
That's right.
Joe B's.
Oh, jeez,
Joe.
Joe.
What's he doing?
Smoking a cigarette and in a goddamn cold.
He's in a
pool.
cold plunge. Somebody said.
Yeah, taking a.
You in a cold
swimming.
plunge?
Look at it, smoking a cigarette and swimming.
Like, what the?
Who
fuck?
are you?
Wagwan.
I'm gonna start calling you Gangsta Joe.
You could call me that. Just don't tell the feds. No, I'm just playing. I'm pretty much a sinless person nowadays. It's beautiful.
Quit
By
lying.
the way,
Sin right there,
Yeah,
bro.
quit lying.
I said pretty much to save me from the
Okay,
fib.
okay.
You know?
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
got,
want
we got it.
to just lie with him looking at me. But Nat, nice glasses.
I know. I thought about you. They're in my office. I got you, Joe. I'm gonna tag you when I wear them.
It's all good. It's all good. You wore them the other day.
I did.
Them. I was very excited.
Thank
I
you.
was very excited. They look good.
Thank
the
you.
girl speaking, I don't know your name. It's Danielle.
Danielle.
You're welcome. It's Danielle, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's her name?
Yep.
Yes.
Listen, let me tell you something. There's very few people could do what you did. The perseverance alone, it's amazing. If you tell a normal person, guess what? This is what your best friend or your kid, God forbid, is going to go through. They'll be filled with fear. You know, they probably won't even want to live to see that. But we get to live it and then come out the other side. It's amazing. There's really nothing like it. It's like, it's hard not to have like this arrogance, you know, when you come out of that. But we got to keep that in check too. But you said something. You said a couple of things. First thing you said was the most important 3 words in this whole thing. No matter what.
Yeah.
Right? No matter what. It's going to be okay. Just get through the day. Don't pick up. You'll be fine. And you live by that, and you'll be okay. And then you said something, and Natalie said something. It's almost like
What about me?
the bottom was emotional before, was after the pandemic, and it was in Miami and Dubai and Mykonos and all this dope shit. And on paper or on social media, everyone thinks like I got it all figured out. But I was depressed immediately. You know, it looked like I was chilling, and I tried to flex for the gram, but I was depressed immediately because I'm still with myself, untreated alcoholism. Now I'm drinking, thinking I'm going to be happy, and I never was. And it was crazy that it still took 2 years to come back in after that because of the pride and the fear and all that other nonsense that I'm grateful I got to experience it exactly the way I experienced it. But, you know, it'd be so much easier if someone told me at 14, don't do none of this, and I listened. You know? But
Joe,
I
you
never
wouldn't have
did. So I
listened though,
wound up
dog.
fucking, you know, suffering. What?
You wouldn't have
I
listened.
wouldn't have listened.
People told
No
us,
fucking
all
way.
of us,
No way.
guaranteed.
100%.
Yeah.
No, I don't listen. I never listen. I had to hit bottom several times in order
You're like
to
a
figure it
Porsche
out.
with no brakes.
We're like a Porsche with no brakes. Yo, I actually made an apology to Chad. Chad, my boy.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I reposted that shit. I reposted that shit.
You did, bro. You did. That shit was funny. But in all seriousness, I mean, my life is so good right now. Really, really good. Things come my way, and I knock them out of the park. And if it don't go my way, it don't go my way. It is what it is. It's not meant for me. Things don't happen to me. They happen for me.
That's
I'm a
right.
big believer in that. And so
Amen.
I just keep doing what I'm doing. And it's really cold in this pool. I got to pee. I love you guys.
Are you
so
going to pee in the pool?
But-
Or?
We love you, Joe.
No, I got to
Don't answer the question.
I'm gonna
Just
probably
get
pee
out
in a
the
bush
pool.
somewhere.
When are you gonna go back to your night job?
When I'm having surgery. Oh, I didn't tell you guys, man. I had to go to the surgeon yesterday. I got to have surgery on my shoulder end of the summer. So it'll be at least January. I'll go back to work.
Before you can start
But I'll-
stripping again?
Oh
I'll
my
start
gosh.
stripping, yeah.
Bye,
But I
Joe.
won't-
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
I miss those days, man, of you in your
in his outfit.
construction stripper outfit. and
Just
all
for
that.
everybody that is on here that doesn't know Joe, he's not a stripper.
He is.
Okay. All right. We'll let everybody think that you are Joe. We
Yeah,
love
if you guys don't know
love you.
Joe,
Joe's the shit.
his
He's amazing.
his Instagram is Stripper Joe.
And his OnlyFans is. Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Chuck Zemzow.
Chuck knows.
Chuck's his booking
I don't know
agent.
anything. I mean, I just picture the Village People cover of the record and see Joe on there. Now you keep talking about it.
Yeah.
I know.
The construction guy
Right?
guy right
Exactly.
there. in the front.
With his
Yep.
little hard hat.
Look at he's getting out of the pool
Yep.
right now, no shirt on.
Damn,
Half
Joe.
naked. Fucking what's going on,
Damn, Joe.
Turn the light on, bro. Let's see that smoke. We know Jesse's up there getting ready. Jesse's got it all
yeah.
like smoked out. He doesn't have no clothes on right now. I'm sorry, you guys. I just can't.
Oh my
The
god.
infatuation
Chuck, take it
from
away.
Chad, I
Out of
swear.
control. I know. We got to keep
Give
it.
me a break, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, just to clarify for Chad, I live hour and a half southwest from Chicago in a little dinky towny area in BFE. I'll put it that way. I'll clarify that. But where I live, I can get to anywhere in an hour and a half. You know, anywhere as far as big cities, which is nice. But it's humid as hell here today. I'll say that for sure. But Danielle, I loved your share.
Thank you.
I had to write some stuff down today because I heard that phrase "built-in forgetter." So I wanted to make sure I don't go off in left field and have that ADHD thing go on and start talking nonsense. I heard pain into purpose. And I've heard that phrase for the last few weeks from a lot of people. So I guess that's something I need to put my antennas up and start listening a little more and be able to share a little more about whatever pain that I'm going through or not going through, but be able to listen and help others. The other thing that I heard was train wreck, being able to just mess everything up. I ran sinking ships. You know how people run a tight ship? Some people run a loose ship. I run sinking ships all the time when I take control. So I heard that, you know, getting through the third step and being able to release the reins to power greater than myself was a big relief that I didn't have to run the show after that, and be able to have that trust and a belief that I'm power greater than myself can take care of things. Not to say that I always wanted to try to take the reins back, but you know, it's a lot better today. I wrote something down called Life Happens, and everything that I've seen in my life so far in recovery, God forbid, you know, something happens. I'm coming up on 17 years. I've seen a lot of things change in life, people, places, things. And what I take away from that is that it's a continual growth, not just in my life, but everybody around me, but be able to have the positive outlook and attitude on things. You Alcohol. AA gave me everything that alcohol promised. I say that a lot, and I believe that to this day. I see me and myself at every meeting, that I go to and listen to the wins, and I listened to a lot of wins today. I didn't listen to many drawbacks. That's a good thing. Um, but those wins, man, when they pile up, I love when them wins happen. Um, Not just for me, but for other people. I've been focusing on a lot of the newcomers that have been coming in lately, and sharing the wisdom, the best of my ability with people. So that's all I got to share tonight, guys. And I got to remember, there's no saints in these rooms.
That's right. We love you, Chuck.
Great share, Chuck. I love that phrase that you just said at the that AA gave me everything alcohol promised me, because like
Oh yeah.
meth promised me a lot, man, but Narcotics Anonymous gave it all to me. You know, I'd like to say God gave it all to me, because
God for sure
brought
gave
me
it
to
to you.
Narcotics
That's right.
Anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
We got
CSC.
we got the CSC program. We couldn't be more proud
Yeah.
to have you guys here right now.
Thank you. We'd like to be here too. My name is Josh from Nashville, Tennessee. Danielle, I just want to tell you that your story inspired me. I was homeless too when I found sobriety. There was I also my wife got pregnant at the time of being homeless, so we did what we had to do to get back right. And then 1 year later, my son died, so everything went down. So I know about wrecking everything, and so I just want to tell you that your story, it inspired me, and keep doing good work with the Hopeaholics and the keeping sobriety and everything. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. And all you boys.
I'm Kevin. I'm also from Nashville. Here at the workhouse, and I just you said that every time you relapse, like you just wrecked it all, everything, and like I'm a professional at that. After so many years of in and out and in and out and relapse and recovery and relapse and recovery, like, but at the same time, like instead of concentrating on that, like I became a professional at rebuilding also, and so where I'm at today, I'm in a whole better place. This jail that I'm in is more like a rehab than anything, and it has got me back to where I could find my center. And I'm going for parole tomorrow, hoping I get out, and I'm going to do the recovery thing.
That's right.
That's the only time I ever stayed clean, was when I actively worked a program, had a sponsor, took the cotton out of my ears, put it in my mouth, shut up and listen, do the suggestions. Yeah, I want to ask real quick. Now, since Shane's not here, I had written Shane a letter, sent a couple poems to the house about recovery and stuff. Do you guys have an address that we can write you at for Hopeaholics since Shane's not around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you DM them? Can you DM them privately? The office address.
Amazing.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Keep bringing hope. We
That's
love
right.
you.
Absolutely.
We absolutely love you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Anybody else want to share in your group? Before.
Okay. Who's your? See, they're sick of me, y'all. Switch chairs. Well, we go. We appreciate you, Danielle. Thanks. Thanks, Chad. Thanks,
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you guys, man. Shout out to William Cope.
Yep.
Shout out to everybody
guys.
that works at the CSC program. I mean, how dope is that, you guys?
Yeah.
We got a jail, we got an institution logged in on our Zoom, and it's because they found us on William Cope started following us and found us on Instagram. So amazing, and this is why we do this deal,
because we do this together, all of us.
Natalie and I were in programs like that. So grateful. Michael Anthony.
What's up, Hopeaholics? I just left the dentist, so my mouth is kind of numb. But yeah, some great shares, and Danielle, amazing lead. I took some notes. I really related
I love that.
to your story from the sheltered upbringing. You mentioned self-centeredness, and like a relapse equaling burning your life down in a week. That's totally me. I don't know how people go on these long runs. Like a week is like all I seem to be able to last in these last few relapses. Today is my 2 months. So I just
Nice.
wanted to check in with you guys and let you guys know that I'm still sober. It's my 2 months today, and thank you guys for all the support. I've been really digging into these daily reflections. I haven't missed a day, and like the last few days have been talking about humility
Mm.
and pride. How pride goeth before the fall, which has been my case. So I'm really trying to get this deeper understanding of humility, which I think is something that's been missing in my program and in my past sobriety. Is in the seventh step, there's a small word. It says we humbly ask God, right,
Mm-hmm.
to remove our character defects, and it's a small word in there, but it's huge. So I'm working on that and my character defects, and I'm just building my higher power is Jesus Christ, and I'm really having this amazing experience with prayer and meditation and like getting this real dialogue going with my higher power, which is something that I just never did. And I'm hoping that it's gonna, I'm not hoping, I know it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be crucial and something that's gonna help me stay sober. So I appreciate you guys.
I love that. Good for you. And congratulations on 60 days. Keep at it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jesse, why do you look like you're in a sauna or somewhere? So it looks
It's like
smoky.
smoked out.
What's up, guys? So, sorry, my camera has moisture in it. I got a new phone. I got to replace it. It's a long story.
Oh,
Hey, bro, really
Yeah.
quick though, how's your finger?
fingers.
Oh man, I wish the camera you could see. They're fine. They're fine. I got this cool party trick where it kind of sounds like there's bone right there. I don't know if you could hear it, but no, they're good.
Dude cut off his
Oh my gosh.
tips of his fingers at
Oh,
work.
are you trying to
It was
like not have
gnarly, and then he
fingerprints?
posted it on Instagram.
Damn, Jesse.
And I just happened to be
Yeah.
scrolling that day. Oh boy.
Yeah, that was it's funny you bring that up because that was the lowest point in my probably lowest point mentally in my life. That was little over 2 years ago, and that was in sobriety, and it was fucking rough. But Danielle, your share, amazing, amazing. Anyone that has the courage and the strength and the grit to go from homeless, like to from surviving to thriving like you did, like the homeless stories always get me, because my brother was homeless, and unfortunately he didn't make it out the other side. Lost him to fentanyl 2 years ago. Like I said, the one of the lowest points in my life. um, so it's amazing and inspiring, and I love hearing stories like yours. I relate a lot. I was on heroin for quite a long time, and yeah, just I mean, your share had me in awe. So I really appreciate you coming on and sharing. I When I lost my brother, I hit a low fucking spot, a low spot, but I was sober, and I didn't have the community. I let go of AA and isolated, and I did all the things that we're not supposed to do, right? Um, I never relapsed, but it was close. It was close, and but I found my way back, and I found that desperation again that got me into the rooms in the first place. And one thing that I really love about your story, about what you said, was you you just kind of decided. It was like something happened, but it wasn't something external. It was something internal, and I feel that because I had plenty of signs to quit. I had plenty of external things of like, well, it's just kind of getting out of hand. Like, I'm not really a drug dealer. I'm just doing the drugs, like all the things. Like they were signs, and I never quit. And then one day it was a typical day. I lying to everyone, lied to my wife, took off from work and went to go get high. And I remember sitting there with my brother thinking, like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with this feeling. I don't want to feel this way anymore. So I became willing to do whatever it took. And I found AA. And remember, guys, there's no one right way to recover. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
That's right.
Peace.
We love you, Jesse.
Keep
Glad
doing
you're
it.
okay.
Yeah, man.
And you're right. There's no one way to do anything.
No.
Tanny, you're taking us out. Bring us on home. Tanny?
Hi, everybody. I'm Tanny. I'm an addict. I'm an alcoholic. I have quite a long journey in my recovery. I met my husband in the rooms of NA. We've been married a long, long time. We had children right away in recovery. We had 4 children back to back. We were blessed. And I was blessed to be a stay-at-home mom. And they were my everything. They are my everything. And my hero, my son, 19 months ago, well, he'd been a heroin addict after college. He stayed straight edge through high school. And when he went off to college, he came home a heroin addict. And we dealt with that for 9 years. We thought we'd lose him then, but I got him on Vivitrol, and he did well. And one night, 19 months ago, he'd been just sporadically using, and tonight, 19 months ago, was his last go to sleep, I call it. I'm actually sitting under his blanket. So tomorrow was his last wake up. And this is my hero. I mean, my son fought everything. He did have, some mental issues. He did have some bipolar, but he did everything right. He took his medication. He talked to me. He fought it. He fought to live. And that one little bag that he did had fentanyl in it. My Sean went out and bought some cocaine, and he was poisoned. He was murdered. He didn't want to die. He wanted to live. And I died that day with him. But that picture you see is something called Black Poster Project. It's a great way to honor his legacy, which I do. And my son is in heaven. I didn't lose him. I know where he is. And the worst thing that could happen to a mother is to lose her child. And it's happened to me, and I didn't pick up. So it's been a long time. And from day one, I never picked up. So anybody who's new, relapse doesn't have to be an option. So that's what I just want to say to anybody who's new, and anybody in here. If there's one thing you can do tonight, is just say Sean's name. Just say Sean's name, even if it's silently tonight. He was an addict like us, and he didn't make it. He wanted to live, and he didn't make it, and that can happen to any of us. So please don't pick up.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Tanny.
Wow.
Powerful.
Powerful.
I mean, you have no idea how powerful your share is, and will continue to be, because that share goes out, a long way. And the whole reason why the Hopeaholics podcast exists is, Natalie said it at the beginning, I lost my son-in-law to fentanyl on 9/11 of 2022.
Poisoning.
Yeah, fentanyl poisoning. We call it poisoning. There is no safe dose of illicit fentanyl, so every time somebody dies from fentanyl, we call it a poisoning around here. So I just want to take a moment to remember Sean and remember Justin. because they are the reason why we do what we do.
Yeah.
So that others don't have to go through and feel the pain that Tanny feels, that I feel, that Justin's parents feel, that my daughter feels. She's the one that found him. And he was the love of her life, you know? So, let's just continue, spreading hope and that and recovering out loud.
Yeah.
We have to show people that recovery is possible. And not only is it possible, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And not only is it beautiful, it's fun. And it's not always fun, and it's not always beautiful, and it's not always easy. But it's better than the alternative.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than being stuck in the insanity of the disease. And I know what it feels like to be stuck in that insanity of the disease. So I just want to take a quick moment of silence for the addicts that are still suffering. Natalie?
I just wanted to show how resilient and strong addicts and alcoholics are, because, Chad, obviously, yourself, and Tanny, because it also goes a testament of, I have no idea what it would feel like to lose a child. However, neither one of you picked up during that painful period of time. And I think that is a testament of strength and showing others that you can walk through hell and not have to pick up and lose and destroy more of your life. And I think that's a beautiful thing out of such a tragedy.
There is absolutely nothing that a drink or a drug will do to make an addict's life better.
Right.
Nothing. The only thing you have to remember is that last day of using on how you felt when you made that decision. Because I wasn't having a good day. I can tell you guys that. A bail agent kicked in my door. I was in a meth-induced psychosis. And I was trying to fly the cop car anywhere but to the jail cell that I was going to. Mentally, And that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't ever want to feel like that again. I don't want to ever feel that lonely, that afraid, that sad, that pathetic.
And that undependable. Like, your parents, it's not the person that they raised.
No.
So, I just want to end with going off of what you said. So another testament of we don't pick up or use no matter what. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what. You gotta join the no matter what club.
That's right. We absolutely love you guys. I appreciate everybody for hopping on. Really, thank you, Tanny, for coming tonight and sharing. And it's
yeah, thank you.
No surprise that you are the one that brought us home for this evening. And so tonight definitely is to Sean and Justin for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's that time. Turn our cameras on.
Yeah, everybody turn your cameras on because nothing changes around here except for the fact that nobody else in the whole United States, country, world that does a Zoom recovery meeting dances out like we dance out. Right, Julian? I know Julian
Don't feed
knows.
into it, guys.
I know Julian knows. He's on.
Okay, go ahead. Come on, Emily.
Cue the music.
Get us out.
Cue the music.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Amen.
Thank you, Danielle, and thank you all you guys. We absolutely love you. See you next week.
Thank you.
Recording.
Oh, it's really hot.
Heavy. I know. It always gets hot because it gets weird. Oh, man, that was heavy, that lady. Fuck.